What's up? All right, here we go. Sorry for the delays. There was a lot of randomness going on. Neo Shaggy joined the lobby. Special Juanito joined the lobby, and they're all like, "Hey, we want in," and we're like, "No, what are you on about? It's not happening." So we had to sort that out with the admin, but we're ready to go. Ready to start.
They want that drama content.
Yeah.
Okay, we're is this semifinals?
Qualifying
Right?
match.
Qualifying final, but it's like the semifinal, right?
Yeah.
Technically. It's qualifying match here on Hora de Muerte LE. We have our Blue Zerg player playing for Timbers Esports is JimRising.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Hora de Muerto LE, we have the Chilean Protoss player, the Red Protoss. He's representing Alpha X. It is Darkness.
Is it Muerto? Not Muerte?
Muerto. Yeah, Muerto. That's it. Muerto is dead, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the
But
other
you're
Los
putting a
Muertos.
U, right? You're saying Muerto?
Yeah,
Like a U?
there's a U in there, right?
Is there?
Yeah.
I read Muerte.
Yeah, I did too, but I'm not familiar with it. I don't know. Maybe it's a Mexican thing. I don't know. All right, so here we go. We were talking about it. We're finally here. Darkness versus JimRising. What's interesting is that these two played each other in the group stage of, I think it was DreamHack 4. And Jim won. Jim won during the group stage. I remember
they are back at it again.
Yeah. The rematch.
Match of the century.
And I don't know who I like. I'm torn. I want both of these guys to advance. They're both good enough to advance, but
You want
here,
Darkness to win though.
oh yeah,
Let's be
100%,
honest.
100%.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Stick to your gut.
Yeah. Of course. In my ideal scenario, Darkness comes in through the upper bracket, or the upper half, and Eggs comes in through the lower half. That's my dream. Mi sueño.
Just gonna whisper Darkness, everything Jim's doing right now.
Just gotta let him know.
Just coaching, right? Coaching.
Exactly. And we were talking about it. Darkness going for his Stargate opener once again.
Very, very forward placement for that Stargate, right? Not trying to hide it, but I think maybe he's not expecting this. Oh, okay. Even the second Overlord's running away. Interesting.
Yeah. Jim, he already scouted. He dipped in. Yeah. He dipped in, saw it building, and then dipped out. Now he's leaving.
Okay. He's like, I'm out.
Exactly. And even though he's leaving as soon as possible, it looks like the Phoenix should be able to, at least hunt one of them down. We'll see if he's able to catch it. He's looking for it.
Yeah. It's very smart of Jim. You don't see the other Zerg players that Darkness played do this. Like he instantaneously retreated his Overlords. Doesn't want to get supply capped. Doesn't want Darkness to get these free Overlords, So he's like being super cautious.
Yeah, and he may actually get away with this because, like, the Phoenix, if you saw, it's like going all around trying to find them. He's like, well, what's going on? Like, where are the Overlords? Finally finds one of them.
I mean, he'll probably get one, right? But, like, the Queen should be out and about, ready to defend.
Yeah, definitely. It
I'm
definitely
waiting
should.
for Jim to, like, send out a Queen and transfuse that Overlord. Just kidding. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna get one.
Two. Oh.
No.
Oh, no, just kidding.
No.
Transfuse?
Oh.
Nah.
Doesn't even transfuse, and ooh, I'm surprised. Darkness didn't do this last time. He actually is going for Phoenix into triple Oracle.
Ooh. 2 drones? 3 drones?
Yeah, dives back in. Wow. I wasn't expecting that.
Darkness got some, like, he's got dank ass, like, Oracle control. Like, he's always keeping watch for these Oracles, and you know, a lot of Protoss players don't really do that as well. Like, they just use them. Some of them have decent control, but then like at the point they're like, oh, it's lost, and then they just, you know, they just throw their Oracles in. But Darkness really keeps them alive.
Yeah,
it's really good.
I love how smooth he is with it, because immediately the third joins in like on this.
Already 6.
Oh! Yo, he's committing. He wants them.
9, 10. Hello.
Wow.
Those 13 drones already went like gone, and for 1 Oracle. That was insane. Hello.
Wow. That was crazy. Like, at a certain point, you could see like Darkness make the decision. No, like, no, I'm staying here. I'm like dancing around, and he just killed everything.
And here we are, Jim's with the Spire tech. I wonder if Darkness will see it.
Oh,
he did see the layer though. I'm pretty sure. So
yeah,
like,
he did see the layer. He hasn't seen all 4 gases. He's only seen, or he's seen the gases at the 3rd as well. But he hasn't seen the Spire yet, which is at the 3rd.
he hasn't seen that Roach Warren either, has he?
Nope, he has not.
So he doesn't know what kind of tech is happening. So
question
is, where is he gonna go now?
Yeah, I think it's really smart from Jim to throw down his tech at the 3rd. Like, it's not like in a usual location at all.
Should have thrown it in the mineral line.
Oh. Oof.
It's not bad. Got 2, and had an Oracle survive.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about what's gonna happen now. Darkness is doing his traditional, his usual build, let's say.
Yeah, like this isn't the worst position for Darkness though, right? Like, Blink Stalkers, they can do okay, right?
The question is what is Jim going to do? Is he just gonna go? Is he gonna fight with the mutas, or is he gonna send the mutas across the map?
That's the question, and honestly, I'm a little bit worried for Jim, because he's gonna have Ling Muta to defend. He's not gonna have any roaches whatsoever, and I don't know if that's the ideal thing you want against +1 Blink Stalkers.
Well, guess we're gonna find out what's happening. Guardian Shield is popped. This base is gonna 100% die. Force fields are decent. The mutas aren't sniping down the Warp Prism, which is unfortunate. I think that's what Jim should be doing, but dang. There's so many stalkers now, and
he intentionally avoids the hatchery. Okay, he's gonna kill it.
We're gonna have force fields. Force fields, they're not that great, but they are bottlenecking the Zerglings, and the stalkers, they're still alive. They can just shoot down the mutas pretty easily. More stalkers are being warped in. It's like I'm watching Parting or some other Protoss player who only uses Blink Stalkers play again.
That's what I'm saying. I said CJ Hero last time. Like, he's just blinking the Stalkers back. Like, there's no energy for transfuse. All the mutas are going to be going down.
It's 1 muta left, and it's only Queens and Roaches, pretty much. And Queens have good TPS apparently.
Yo, they're pretty good. But with the warp in as well, I think we're going to see that offensive blink.
Alright, son. Okay. More mutas are being made though, and I don't know if that's the right choice.
Exactly.
I feel like if he's gonna make those mutas, he should go for the Warp Prism.
Exactly. Yeah, he should have gone for the Warp Prism. He has the Roach Warren, so he could have done use that, but GG. Darkness takes game 1, and I mean, we were both talking about it, like, because Darkness has his own unique style, he was most likely going to take game 1, but we'll see if Jim can switch it up, because I don't want to say build order loss, right? Because he could have just gone for the War Prism, you know, like, there were definitely different ways that he could have approached that fight.
Yes, I agree. I think as us casters, we saw everything, so we can like make, you know, opinions. Like for me, I think what Jim could have done better probably was like bait the force fields and not commit to the fights, right? Because once the force field's gone, then the Zergons can just be on top of everything, and then use the mutas to snipe the Warp Prism, right? Because that's Darkness's only reinforcement point is that Warp Prism.
Yeah.
But that's just because we can see everything, so we can make that critique, I guess. But yeah, it's gonna I'm wondering what Jim's gonna do to switch it up. Maybe he's gonna be more aggressive early game. Maybe 2 base muta. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see, because I do think Jim, he's the one who has to switch things up. I feel like, especially in game 2, Darkness has no reason to switch things up, right? Like, we should probably see the same thing again, and it's on Jim to adapt, right?
Yeah. And then after Jim adapts, we'll see if Darkness adapts.
Catch. Okay, he got it. All right, here we go. We're getting ready for game number 2, and this time everyone has joined us. Creighton is here, Cosmos is here as well. Cosmos, of course, he's a Brazilian caster, and it looks like they are here because we already have a qualifying player.
Is it eggs?
Eric 130.
Ooh. Well, that was that game. This is this game because we're on Pillars of Gold LE, and we have our blue Zerg player playing for Team Timbers Esports. It is JimRising.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, we have the Chilean Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Team Alpha X. It is Darkness. El Oscuro. Oof. And I would have loved to have seen that ZVZ, I'll be real, of Eric versus Eggs. And
I think they were quick. Like, I mean, just Ling Bane or just like Roach pushing.
I imagine one of the games would have been Ling Bane. The thing is, like, I'll be real, I don't put a lot of stock into Eric just because I don't see a lot of him, even though I know that he, for the longest time, was solidified as the 4th best player in the region. I don't know if you know this, but for the past, like, 3 years in Copa America, Eric, like, it was Special 1, Kelazor 2, Cham 3, and Eric 4. And that placement was the same for like years, like actual years. Like that was solidified 1, 2, 3, and 4 in Latin America. That has changed in 2020. And Eric hasn't looked as dominant as in previous years, but we see that he still has it in him. And yeah, 3-0 over Eggs. Damn.
So what are we going to see this game?
So here with JimRising versus Darkness, Jim, do you think he's going to be more aggressive, or do you think he's just not going to go mutas?
I think he's going to, I want to believe he's going to go more aggressive. Like, I think that's a Jim thing to do.
Okay.
Like a 2-base Nidus seems fine for Jim. It's just where he's going to put it. That's the question.
2-base Nidus, like Queen Roach or like Queen Ling?
Yeah. Screw it. You know? Just whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, he's getting a 3rd, you know? So, he's playing the micro game, you know? Not, or maybe it can be like Ravager pushing in.
Yeah, we'll see. It's weird, right? Because last game he threw down a Roach Horn and he never made any roaches.
Yeah. He like made roaches at the end. panic roaches. I just think if Jim plays like passively like he did last game, it might not go as well. If he defends better, then it may go differently. But we have to see, right? Like we'll see how many oracles Darkness makes, and if Jim goes for an earlier muta timing or if he goes for something completely different.
Yeah, we have to keep an eye on the gases, keep an eye on the lair timing, because at this point, I think the lair would have already been on the way. So, yeah, pretty interesting that he's not going for anything too crazy like that. We just see Darkness. He has his oracles on the way. He's working on his second. As we were saying before, there's no reason for Darkness to really switch things up. Like, he has to kind of force his opponent to you know, respond and do what Jim can to Darkness. So, we'll see. We'll see.
Still no layer from Jim. Just more drones. He's just saturating all his bases as fast as possible.
I don't mind this as long as he can protect his drones. Like we've seen Darkness do a lot with his oracles.
Yeah. Pretty cute. Zergling run by for the third. What the heck?
What was that?
Adept just exploded. You saw that, right? It just like exploded. So we're going with the 2 oracles and Twilight. So
okay.
How many drones?
Oh.
Did he just pick up the drone?
I think so.
I think he meant to pick up a queen.
Yeah. A bit of miss micro there, and because of that, one of the oracles almost died, and Darkness, he's just pushed away. He killed one drone.
Ooh. Robo's going down. Oh, this is all 4 gateways, Robo, Twilight. I mean, Splink's gonna happen right now. He's gonna get +1. Roachborn went down for Jim. And then Aspire again as well. So it's the same thing. Ooh, but he's hiding it this time.
Wow. That doesn't make any sense to me, because he did, like, the Spire wasn't even scattered last game.
I was gonna say, like, I don't think it makes a difference because he didn't even see the Spire last time.
Oh boy. And he's actually researching Roach speed as well.
I think this is for the defense.
Okay.
I think I think he put more gas into mutas last game. So he's gonna put less gas into mutas and like more gas for like the roaches for the defense.
Yeah, definitely. Especially because he actually is making roaches. He's got 4 roaches on the way. Last time he made 0 roaches, at least in the beginning. So JimRising, he's playing a little bit safer, but also proxying the Spire at the same time, which again is a little bit odd of a decision, but you know, it's Jim's decision to make.
This is a strong, independent man. He can make whatever decision he wants. Like, no one's judging.
I'm judging.
Someone's judging.
Oh, he's
What? How did that happen?
Right, it didn't even look like there was a hole, but apparently there was.
That Adept like just turned to the side a little bit and the Zergling just snuck on through. Like, wow. They got 1 probe. Okay, maybe 2 probes. 1 probe. But I mean, Darkness he's pushing out.
Yeah.
Same Stalker Sentry army. Ooh, and a Colossus though.
Interesting. Yeah, last time he committed, I believe it was with more gateways and just with, stalkers. And even previously against the Zerglord, we saw him go with disruptors instead of Colossus. But yeah, he's switching up his army comp.
He recalled, he saw mutas, he recalled his stalkers back home. So Jim's on the hunt this time. Jim wants to be aggressive and, wants to do the damage first. And so it's making Darkness not be able to be as aggressive as he would be.
Yeah, Jim, he's being very aggressive right now. He's like sending his Lings across the map. Like it's forcing Darkness to try and split himself up, and he could get surrounded by all these things.
Ooh, this is gonna be so bad. But the Colossus is there, and that's gonna help a lot. Against these guys. Oh, that was a good stasis trap.
Yeah, and at the same time, the Zealots are attacking across the map. Charge isn't even done yet. These are slow lots, but, you know, they killed a queen. They're going to be able to deal some damage, and they force Jim back home.
You should just stick onto that hatchery and try to gun it down as fast as possible. A lot of those Zerglings do die off, and I think they're pretty even right now. Wow. Oh, they canceled. Okay.
Yo, never underestimate +1 Lings. Like the health was going down fast.
Yeah, it was. There's so many mutas now. I think he stopped. He didn't he stopped making roaches. He's just like, all right, we're just gonna go full muta.
Oh, and I'm a little bit worried because there are no shield batteries here, so Jim could fight, but he does back off. And what's interesting is, yeah, Dark Shrine just finished up for Darkness. No, I don't think it's gonna be for DTs, but for Archons as well.
Yeah, there's enough mutas to just one-shot stalkers. It's kind of scary. Needs those shield batteries on that third base. I agree. He has it in the middle line, but I feel like he needs a few more just for the stalker's safety.
Oh yeah, definitely. Meanwhile,
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, the War Prism gets picked off. Darkness is aware of the position of the mutas, and they go straight into the main.
Okay, instant kill on that shield battery. The Dark Shrine is gonna go down. Unfortunate. No Archons for a while for Darkness, and it's gonna be a bit more difficult to deal with these mutas.
Incredibly difficult. Like, I feel like it was so important for that Dark Shrine to finish, and he gets it again. Yeah, twice that Dark Shrine has been taken out, and like without Archons, like Blink's +1 Stalkers are okay, but they're struggling so much.
Jim's putting the pedal to the metal. He's getting more mutas. Literally just built 13 mutas. He's going all out. He knows. He's like, all right, it's time to meme lord. And okay, Jim, we get it.
Yeah, he's losing a lot there, but he's reinforcing with so much more. There we go. I was waiting for it. I was a little bit concerned, but finally the Dark Shrine finishes up, or it gets restarted. Like, he desperately needs something else to help out with the anti-air, with the mutas.
More Stargates. I don't know. I think he was like debating whether. I feel like he should have just gotten more Stargates. Although with the mass amount of Lings, you know, Archons would have probably been more logical choice.
Oh god.
But these Colossus are gonna get destroyed. There's so many mutas. Bailing's also hitting things. Roaches just spewing out acid, and I like that the Oracle is still alive.
The Oracle is still alive, and once again, no shield batteries here at the 4th base. Like, there are only cannons, and cannons are okay, but again, you need that overcharge. It helps so much to keep your Stalkers alive, and
GG. Huh.
Wow. Jim, just doing Jim things. Like, this is what he's known for, just mass muta.
So if you were Darkness's position, Stargates or Archons?
Archons.
I feel like he had the Dark Shrine for a good while, but he didn't make Archons. Am I incorrect on that? Like,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. He had it for like a minute or two before the mutas came in to snipe it, and yeah, he didn't warp in any DTs.
Like, he could have made like 3 Archons by then, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, he definitely could have. It was definitely a slip up there. And it kind of cost him the game. Like, Archons help so much, not just against the mutas, but against all those things as well, right?
Yeah.
But now we're tied up. We're 1-1.
Map pick.
Yeah, we're just waiting to see what the next map is going to be. And part of me feels like maybe a good opener against Jim would be just like Twilight Council into like a Dark Shrine for like Archons. Like you know how you warp in like 4 DTs in the beginning and then you just turn them into 2 Archons and you like micro with the Warp Prism?
So you want like an Archon drop?
Yeah, Archon drop opener. It's a little bit more old school, but...
Huh.
I know. What are your thoughts?
About what he said or the Archon drop?
About the Archon drop.
I think the Archon drop would be... It'd be nice. Again, he'd have to like micro it well, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if Jim does go mutas, like the Archons will be good against them, but like that Warp Prism is pretty vulnerable at the same time.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Yeah, we will see as we finally have our lobby ready for game 3.
Game 3. I honestly thought this was going to be one-sided.
One-sided in which direction?
Jim's direction.
Wow.
With Darkness and getting it in. Well, we're at game 3 on Romantic CDO. We have our Blue Zerg player playing for Timber Esports. It is JimRising.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Romanticidio LE, we have the Chilean, the Protoss, the Red. Representing Alpha X, it is Darkness. El Oscuro. All right. Finally, we're on one of the newer maps.
So how many oracles are going to come out this time? Do you think he's just going to go mass Phoenix this time?
Oh God, no. Does he look like Paco Mike?
I don't know. Like, you know, could happen.
It could happen.
What if he does like the 3 oracles, right? But like he just builds phoenixes after.
Nah. Maybe. I don't know. So last game he didn't go triple oracle, if you remember. He went Phoenix and double oracle.
Yeah.
I kind of want him to return to triple oracle, but again, like I'm really paying attention because I'm not too sure how these matchups play out on the newer maps. I want to see if they do anything differently. I don't know if a map like Romanticide is good for mutas or not.
Any map is good for mutas, let's be honest here.
I guess. Yo, Darkness really wants that drone.
Darkness be poking.
Oh.
Touch me harder.
What? Jesus Christ. What a surprise. We got a Stargate.
Hey, it's a Stargate. Do you think it would be any different if you put the Stargate like deeper in the back of his base?
What do you mean by that?
So like he puts it like, you know, around like his main, like in the middle, sometimes near the edges of the cliff, right? And like Jim like pokes his overlord in, just sees it, and then like starts moving out, right? What would he sticks in like the back of his base, like mineral line back?
Yeah.
Make it harder for Jim to like look for it.
Yeah. I mean, it is dead. I have to imagine that Darkness because of how blatant he is with his Stargates, like, he doesn't care if it gets scattered or not. He's like, yo, you can see the Oracle coming. I'm gonna deal damage anyway. I'm that confident with my Oracle control. It's like, whatever. Like, I'm darkness, you know? I feel like that's what that means, right?
But what if you hit it, you know?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, yo, I have dank Oracle control, but you're not gonna know if I have Oracles or not. You know?
And I agree. I agree. I think the way that he's playing now is a little bit more cocky when there's like a potential advantage he could have by hiding it a little bit more, right? Yeah.
That's a lot of Zerglings being made.
Oh god, there's 12 links being made. Jesus Christ.
Is he just gonna go for a front push, like, or is he gonna like try to snipe the third?
I mean, if Darkness has both his oracles in position, like, he should be fine, right? Like, 2 oracles.
Yeah, like.
Oh, and he spots the lings. Oh. Okay.
It's very, very good on Darkness, being patient.
And the lings, they come back in. Oh, they get us around. Whoa.
It's alright. Did it cancel? It's fine. You know? Better to cancel than lose it. Risk it all, you know?
Do you think he could have cleaned up the lings and saved the Nexus without canceling it?
Nah, I think if he did, like, that Nexus would be at like 25% when it finishes or something. Like, it would be super low.
Yeah.
Probably just best to just cancel it and just redo it.
And I think what's interesting is that because Jim did that, he forced the Oracles to stay at home, right?
Yep. Later's about to be done. Or do you think, like, because Darkness tried to poke out, but, like, you know, there's spores everywhere, the queens are all there, like, he wasn't gonna do much damage anyways, right? So might as well just like send them back home, be safe.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
He did see the Zerglings, right? So he's like, you know, all right, like, there's no point of going out.
Definitely. We'll see if he can find some damage anyway. Okay, Jim, he's actually switching things up.
It's getting Hydra Den. Okay, Jim.
Yeah, no mutas.
You're gonna get spotted though.
Yes.
It gets spotted.
Oh, even reveals. He's like rubbing it in Jim's face. Like, I see you. I know what you're doing.
Ooh. Maybe he's waiting for Jim to cancel it. That's why.
Oh, that's a big brain play.
No. It's up. It's researching. You can see the Hydra Den twerking right there.
Yeah.
Oh god, butthole's like flexing.
I'm gonna look away. Disgusting.
So how is this gonna change for Darkness though? Blink Stalkers are crap against Hydras.
Yeah, they're decent against roaches. They're good against mutas, as we've seen. We're pretty good against mutas. So yeah, we'll see if Darkness is stubborn, right? He scouted the Hydra Den. He has that information. What is he going to do with it? Is he just gonna? Because if he does the same thing, like that's crazy to me.
Well, he did change it up. He has a Robo facility, Robo Bay, Bay,
Yeah,
Robotics Bay, and he's getting Colossus. So I think it's around this time that he'd be pushing out too. So
yeah,
he's being patient, getting Colossus, getting 2 Colossus. He got double Robo. Ooh,
I love this. Yeah, so he sees the Hydra Den, throws down double Robo, double Colossus production, and he doesn't push out. He's gonna wait for them before he, acts aggressively in any way. Yo, and he's got stasis all over the place.
Stasis traps.
Yeah.
This is something I feel like more Protoss players need to do. To have those stasis traps. Like, if they don't get used, then sure, they don't get used. It's just energy. But like, when they do get used, so nice. Buys so much time. You're like safe somewhat. Like, delicious.
Yeah, it's great. I love, like, on every single ramp he threw one down. Like, it's so smart. And it just allows him to safely expand. You know, he's taking a 4th base. He's slowly getting a higher, you know, Colossus count. He's switching up his AoE. He's going into a Templar Archives as well for Storm. And he's just getting ready. Like, he's getting, he knows that his opponent is going for Hydra Lurker, and he's just getting ready for it.
We're going to see Disruptors coming out. He just outed the Lurker Den, right? So we should be seeing Disruptors coming out soon.
Yeah. Like, in the end, against Hydra, Lurker, Viper, like, you want all 3. You want High Templar, you want Disruptors, and you want Colossus.
So close to getting that Stasis Trap. Oh, that is so good. Buys so much more time for Darkness. This is great.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
He even tags, reveals the Lurkers as well. One of the Lurkers is potentially going to die instantaneously once he gets out of the stasis.
Or that whole group is going to die with that Disruptor. We'll see the...
Oh my god, he walks into the other!
Stasis trapped left and right. Disruptor shots going out. Does hit the Lurkers. This is great.
Yo, Darkness dismantled this.
So patient. Playing this so well. He's gonna clean up these group of units as well. Like, it's free units for Darkness right here, and it just made Jim, he can't push this. He had to go back home. He needs to rebuild Lurkers.
Oh, and this is maybe a mistake. So, Jim, typically when you see Zerg players throw down a Lurker Den, as soon as the Lurker Den gets thrown down, they start their Hive. Like, the Hive is only still going. Like, there are no Lurker upgrades whatsoever, and there's no Vipers either.
Oh, man. I think Jim got really, really aggressive with his Lurkers. See, he was, like, just building mass Lurkers before even getting a Hive, right? Spending all his gas on that. Catches that roach army pushing out, so we'll see what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, Neck Boys in the front line. Loses the Observer. The Colossus just clearing up creep.
Yeah,
Roach is getting denied by these Stalkers.
Yeah, the Blink Stalkers, they came back to make sure they dealt with that run by that was caught earlier. So Darkness, he defends over on the left-hand side. Meanwhile, his Disruptor has got a little bit of value here, but again, there are so many Lurkers that he just can't push in. Jesus.
So is it time to just throw down mass Stargates?
Yes, and he's doing it. He's getting the Fleet Beacon.
Let's go.
Yeah, he heard you.
Bacon's on the way. Lurker upgrades are coming along as well. Vipers are coming along. Revelations on these Lurkers. A couple of them do get... Ooh, that was scary.
That was scary, yeah. That was close.
That was scary.
Oh, God.
Bit of a cheeky zealot run by, but, you know, Jim and his love of spine crawlers.
And honestly, like, okay, now we have the Vipers out, and they're going to be able to yoink the Colossus, and Darkness realizes this, so he just immediately recalls.
Can you yoink a recall?
I am not sure. That's a good question.
Like, I assume, like, if you're able to,
feedbacks.
like... Ooh! Feedbacks on 2 of the Vipers. These... Oh my god, the Lurkers just literally burrowed right on top of the Nexus. We'll see if these Disruptors can do anything. Couple of Lurkers do go down.
Yeah, but it looks like they're just gone. Yeah, the Nexus is going to go down. Like, Darkness was out of position. The majority of his Disruptors were over on the right-hand side of the map, and they just weren't here to stop the Lurkers. And now that base was taken, like, JimRising, if he wanted to, he could have kept going to try and get to the 3rd, but instead he's pulling back.
What is that upgrade? Is that the Void Ray upgrade?
That's Blink DTs.
Oh, it's the Blink DTs.
Yeah.
I don't look at Blink DT.
Yeah, it's interesting that that's what he's going for. Oh my god.
Zealots!
They're buying Darkness so much time, by the way. Jim chased them all the way.
Is that Usain Bolt I see over there? Like, what the heck?
They literally ran through every base and made it to the main.
They ran past Lurkers and didn't get hit. That's what's more impressive to me. Well,
God.
this base should go down.
Yeah, we'll
Jim's
see.
coming to try to defend, but
Oh god, he's got the yoinks.
ooh, that was close. Jim with the reaction of a cat.
Oh god, recall's on cooldown. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it's good yoinks on 2 Colossus. One did go down. Other one does go down as well.
Now
playing a dangerous game here.
yeah, he's boxed in. Like he's stuck in the bottom left-hand corner. So now Jim's going for the main. Like he just outpositioned Darkness.
What's in the main? What does Darkness got? 3 carriers?
Is that enough? I mean, he has to buy time. +1 flyer attack gets denied. Everything gets depowered here at the front wall. But it's like Darkness, he is returning with his disruptors.
Disruptors going up. 2 lurkers to go down. 2 more. He is chipping away at the lurker count, which is pretty good. DTs are trying to do something, but overseers are really good. And there's just so many Hydras. The carriers can't do anything.
Exactly. The carriers are kind of useless right now, and going up a ramp into lurkers is never what you want to see.
Oh, those disruptor shots whiffing. Couldn't connect to anything. More lurkers do go down. I don't think there's any detection for Darkness.
There's 0 detection right now, so that 1 lurker is still standing strong. It looks like in the end Darkness is going to hold. And honestly, he didn't
so much.
Yeah, he lost a lot of army. He didn't lose a lot of workers, but a lot of production went down as well.
All right.
Okay.
Jim can't split. Understood.
Jim cannot split, and honestly, Darkness is holding. I'm not too sure if Darkness even has a robo right now, because I know 1 did go down, and he just can't get detection.
I don't think he has a robo. And I think he just lost all his disruptors.
Yep, he lost all his disruptors. I did quickly want to check. Yeah, there's no robo. There's a robotics bay, but no robo.
So does Jim just make mass? Oh, he's made corruptors. Okay.
Yeah, he's just making mass corruptors right now, and Darkness, he just doesn't. His production was just absolutely decimated. He needs to try and rebuild. At the moment, he's making nothing but carriers, which are okay, but that's like you need something else to help against corruptors.
Yo, gotta get the Void Rays.
Yeah, and he has no detection. He's forced to make an Oracle for detection.
DT squad's about. Ooh, no cancel.
Cancel, and I mean Jim is forced to chase it, but oh god, the corruptors, they're out here. They're looking for the carriers.
Vipers, they're gonna parasitic bomb. The corruptors are gonna just sit on top of everything. Archons are being made, but I don't think that's gonna be enough light.
Yeah, it doesn't look that way. The corruptors come in.
Storms on top of the corruptors. They did miss. And GG.
GG. Jim takes game number 3, and I mean, Darkness had a lot of really good moments, but in the end, there were a couple of times where his army was kind of just caught out.
Yeah. Being out of position a good amount of times, kind of, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He had a good chance though when he was like across on Jim's side of the map.
Yeah.
Just needed that last bit push.
Yeah, part of me feels like maybe it was the map that came into play as well. Like it felt like the center. It feels like the center of Romantic side is very open. And like, yeah, I don't know, but because of like where the bases are, because of how Darkness was trying to attack like the fringe bases, like he was just kind of, he ended up getting caught in the corners of the maps. And the one time that happened, like he recalled and it was okay, kind of. But the other time, like recall was on cooldown, like he was just kind of stuck out there, and yeah. Oof.
Yeah, once Jim got like a nice foothold in Darkness's base, just uphill fight.
Yeah. Literally. He had to fight up a ramp.
Exactly. Map 4, let's go.
Map 4. We're on match point right now. Like JimRising, he needs one more win and then he qualifies.
You think he's gonna get it?
He has it in him, definitely. I want Darkness to take it to the ace match. That's what I want, but will it happen?
I feel like I should prepare myself just in case for an ace match.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right, we are setting up. We're getting all the casters in here. We've got Jim, we've got Darkness, the players. Cosmos is in. We're just getting Renegade, and then we will begin. Again, I'm very surprised by how like the low amount of casters. Not just the fact that there are 0 Spanish casters, but like Zombie Grub was casting Europe earlier, and she's casted Latin America before, but not this time. Same with Fear Dragon. Would have been cool to see a couple more because there were a lot of games to be casted, especially in the beginning. But you know, in the end, we've made it here. We're in the final qualifying match. Of course, Eric, he qualified first, and now we're going to see who the second player is going to be, whether it's Darkness or Jim, Rising, Protoss or Zerg. Oh boy, and we're going to be loading in on one of the newer maps. All right, here we go. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the Mexican Zerg player, the Blue Zerg, representing Timbers Esports. It is JimRising.
And at the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have our red Protoss player playing for Team Alpha X. It is Darkness.
All right. What are your thoughts on the new J map with the speed zones?
I don't know, dude. Speed zones are speed zones.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They're better positioned, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
I've seen because of the new speed zones, I feel like it's better defensively for the Zerg, because typically when you see the push out, the first like big push happen, especially if it's near this first speed zone, the creep is normally already here, and then it's like easier for like lings or like roaches to like get on top of the army as they come in. Like I think I've noticed that here and there, where like defensively, like I feel like these speed zones work out a little bit more, especially in like ZVT, to like get on top of like marine tank pushes and stuff like that a little bit faster. But yeah.
Wait, what if they put speed zones in the bases?
You mean like for faster mineral like mining?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who benefits that for the most?
That's the question, right? Do you think that if we had speed zones over gases, you would only need 2 workers, not 3?
I mean, it's just movement that's faster, right? Yeah, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, because gases are different, where there can only ever be 1 unit inside the gas at a time, and if they're if they're moving faster, like maybe you only need 2. Right?
Maybe.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Stargate.
Oh yeah.
Nothing surprising here.
Uh-huh.
Jim's not gonna see it. I mean, he should see it, right?
He does not. So far, he doesn't. But
this is what I'm saying, right? Like, you know, put it, farther back, make Jim work for it, right? Like, Jim's like, well, where's the pylon?
Oh, he spots the pylon.
Where's the thingies?
There we go.
Now he sees the pylon, and now he sees the Stargate, and then now he's gonna put Star Wars, right?
And I feel like they're gonna be ready in time anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
But I'm saying, like, it takes him a little more time to get ready for these things.
Yeah, and we do see, the Phoenix is out first, and then the Oracle. I don't think. Oh.
We're switching it up. Paco Mike, bless this man.
Oh, there it is. It's the second Stargate.
Show him the ways of the sinner. Hallelujah.
Oh my god, that was great, especially because he was making the Oracle, and then as soon as the Overlord died, then he made the switch.
Hallelujah.
Oh boy. Okay. Darkness, he's showing us, you know what? He can do more than just one thing. So, is this gonna work out? Is the big question, right? Like,
is this a depth Phoenix? Is he just gonna go a depth? Oh, please. I was gonna say that.
He's not crazy, right?
I mean, you never know. I like that he's only showing the one Phoenix though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it. For now he's selling it. He's selling that he's, got one Stargate and the rest of the Phoenixes are getting banked up at home. Of course, there's no more scouting for JimRising. Like, he has 0 overlords across the map. He's sending Lings to try and scout things.
Jim's making a lot of Lings. He's gonna go bust that third.
This is gonna work, yo. Like,
it is.
Yeah, this is getting scary. Like, if Darkness
had shield batteries at the they're starting to make shield batteries at the third.
Yo, he needs to bunch up his adepts. Like, he can't get caught out like this. Oh god. There's so many Lings. So many more Lings. There's no oracles.
That's too many Lings. And Darkness knows. He sees it.
He does. He gets surrounded.
Block the wall. But the shield batteries is not ready. The circlings are going into the natural. The depths are exploding. The probes are coming off the line trying to fight. Phoenixes have to fly home, but they're so far away.
Oh god.
More Jericho rings are coming.
Not like this, Darkness.
Not like this. Pepe hands.
He went for the Phoenixes, and he has so many Phoenixes, but this is so awful. Like, you can't defend against mass Ling with Phoenixes. Like, Jesus Christ, you're gonna lose so many workers.
Pepe hands. 16 probes already went down. More Zerglings are on their way. The front gates are lost. It's a hole.
Oh my god. Yeah, the Adept wasn't in position again, and the Lings flooded in. 17, 18 more probes are going to be going down, and sure, he has all these Phoenixes, but it's it doesn't even matter. The Oracle finally comes out.
Those Phoenixes have no more energy. They're useless now.
They're useless. The paperweights in the sky. What are they gonna do? Nothing. And enough time was bought where now more spores are thrown down. 3 spores at each base. All these queens. Like, what are these Phoenixes gonna do?
Pick up that queen.
Yeah.
And that drone.
Oh god. Meanwhile, more Lings are across the map. There is an Oracle and there's a shield battery, so I mean, Darkness he should be able to hold. But okay, he can get Overlords.
Yeah, man. What is it? Is this worth it?
No.
More queens. There are 7 queens. Karens are gathering. They're trying to talk to the managers. What does Jet say about the queens? I don't know. There's a fleet beacon being dropped. More Zerglings at the front gate.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so the third did go up, and honestly, Darkness is catching up in the worker count. There is a Spire being thrown down for Jim. I feel like it's going to be very arrogant of him if he goes mutas right now. Okay, there we go. Corruptus. Okay. And this is okay for Darkness. Like, he's switching into Mass Void Ray.
I was really hoping for, Phoenix range.
And he's throwing down a 3rd Stargate. Yo, Darkness isn't dead. He's caught up in the worker count.
Yes.
He's ahead in workers.
Are we just gonna go straight sky toss? Is this what's happening?
Yo, this is what we saw in Taiwan, man. We saw mass Phoenix into mass Void Ray into Sky Toss later on, and he's getting
what I think that is.
Yeah, it is. Flux veins, if you will. It is Void Ray speed.
Is this gonna work?
He
doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough Void Rays for this, right? Surely.
There are 4 Void Rays. There's gonna be 5 against what? 8 Corruptors? Yeah, there's not enough Void Rays.
There's shield battery.
There's no shield battery. Ah, if only. Like this would have worked.
If only. I tried so hard.
Yeah, and now he's gonna lose another Void Ray. No.
Corruptors are so good. More Zerglings are like just running around. I don't know. Like, he's gotta clean this up, right? Where are the stalkers? Where did the stalkers go?
Where did the stalkers? They're over here. They're trying to hold against the Lings, but they weren't even needed. And the Corruptors do get pushed away. Okay, what's interesting is that JimRising is still producing Corruptors, but he has Hydras as well.
I don't know about this one. Like, that's too many Hydras. There's Banelings now as well. There's still Corruptors everywhere. Hydras are being lifted by the Phoenixes, but you know, there's only 2 Stalkers left. It's 2 Void Rays versus a bunch of anti-air.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's gonna cut it. GG.
He's done it. Oh my god, JimRising with the build order win? Question mark? Like, oh my god, Darkness, he was hiding the Phoenixes so well, but that's not what you want against Lings. That's not what you want. And JimRising is our second player to qualify. Oh boy, GG.
I don't even know what to say about that game.
It was for me. It was like unfortunate, right? It's like Darkness for potentially his final game. Like he's like, okay, now I'm gonna do something crazy, and like his opponent, without scouting it, went for a big Ling flood, and that's exactly what Jim needs to do. You know, like.
Yeah.
Oh. Sometimes sometimes you just roll the dice and you know what, you get like aces or whatever. You get blackjack, lucky, I don't know, some kind of gambling term. There you go.
Like, he just like decided that he wanted to go mass Lings, and like, I guess like he can make enough Lings where like the oracles don't matter at that point, right? So that's why he did that. But like, it was just unfortunate that Darkness decided to go mass Phoenix instead of oracles.
Yeah. GG. And with that, we have our 2 qualifying players for the first qualifier. Congratulations to Eric and JimRising. They've made it through to the main event, and everyone else, you've got to come back for qualifier number 2. Eggs and Darkness, they are definitely players who are good enough to make it through to the main event. The problem is the seeding and the fact that there is only 2 spots, so it's possible that they may hit each other next time. Of course, depending on how Ryu feels, he'll be signing up as well. We've got players like Paco Mike, who hopefully he shows up in better form, the Zerglord as well. Yeah, there's a lot of good players. And with that, you know what, Milk, thank you, gracias, thank you for joining me today.
De nada.
De nada. Oh boy, Milk, where can the people find more of you? Who are you?
I'm a nobody. Don't look for me. I'm not at Twitch at Milkncookiesss, and don't find me on Twitter at Milkncookiesss.
That's Milk and Cookies with 3 or 4 S's, depending on where you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this guy, on brand.
Listen, I tried. Okay, I tried to be consistent. You know, on Twitter, I try to get 3 S's, but someone already has that account, and they're a furry, and I don't want to be associated with that. All right, so I was like, I can't. I just can't. What about you, Light? Donde es social media?
Las sociales, if you will. Light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. You can follow me there. I am live on Twitch throughout the week. Not this week though, because we've got a lot of StarCraft to cast. And yeah, that's it. You can follow me there. More importantly, you can follow us on the CranKy Ducklings here on Twitch. We are going to be live every single day for the next week, casting all of the qualifiers. We're going to be live in 8 hours, I believe, for Taiwan Hong Kong qualifier number 2. I'm going to be casting that with Yaku Zaku. So the StarCraft, yeah. Whoa. The StarCraft just doesn't end. We've just got it all over the place. I'm probably gonna nap right after this so I can wake up refreshed for Taiwan Hong Kong.
Yo, do you think Taz is gonna play?
He's already seeded in. He's seeded.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I want to see how many void rays he'd make.
I know, right? It's crazy. I love that region. I love all the regions that we cover here in the CranKy Ducklings. You can currently see on the screen right now, we have our weekly schedule. So we are on Thursday. We just finished with Latin America. We have Taiwan, Hong Kong later on. And tomorrow, the CranKy Ducklings will not be live, but I will be casting ANZ champs. I'm very nervous.
Live, right?
That is live. I'm very nervous. I'm going to be casting live from the ESL studios, the ESL Australia studios in Sydney. And it's going to be my second time there. I got confirmation, and unfortunately, Milk, Zeph is not going to be there.
That's sad.
It is. I love casting with Zeph. I think we work really well together, especially like the last time that we casted. And I also, I think I do well with T-Gun as well, and he's not going to be there. It's like, what the hell?
You alone? This just only get you?
Gonna solo cast.
What happened?
No, for the first time, I'm gonna be casting with Pig. I'm gonna be casting with All Pig.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I don't know how that's gonna go. We'll see. We'll see how we do. And yeah, it's exciting. And that's gonna be over the next 3 days. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm going to be casting there. They're going to be long hours, 12-hour days. We'll see if I can survive, because after that, we're getting straight into the rest of the DreamHack qualifiers. Like, we're not stopping.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Bring home the dare.
I was actually drinking dare to get through this cast.
I had tea and water.
Oh, nice.
Stay hydrated, gamers.
Stay hydrated. And with that, we're done. We're done for now. Thanks everyone for watching. And stick around. We're gonna raid someone else. Hasta luego.
Bye.